Okay, and welcome again. I want to thank you again for all the kind words and subscriptions and thumbs up. I want you to pay attention to Friday. Friday at 7 p.m. It's going to be a big one. And it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of what has been and some that hasn't. It's from the beginning of my works. Now I'm going to show you that the Dion is the same painting which is of the younger Mona Lisa. Just because what you see on top, it's kind of like don't judge a book just by its cover. And Leonardo da Vinci wrote the book on that. Now let me show you that when you take this particular image, which is Salvator Mundi, okay, and this is my painting with the lady's breast here and his arm running there. If you see these shadows through here on his arm and it runs here, that is what's hidden in his works here, that he floats up and down. He's very, very tricky. So again, one of my previous YouTubes, her face and her ribbon of her hair flowed in here, and she was in the holiness of the globe. But if you slide the shadow into the hand area, you can see how it lines up really very, very, very good. Now what's really cool about Leo is that he makes his works move. You see how this indentation is? And you get over here and you can line it up into his center of his chest. Now that's not just the only place. Now if you remember, what I've been trying to tell you for all these years is that Leo makes his works move, okay? So she ends up in the painting down here in one of mine that's called Extremely, and you'll like it a lot. I do. They only run for 2 days. I don't know why YouTube bumps them off the Mona Lisa file. I have no, there it fits 100%. That's what it is. But that's not what I wanted to show you. This is what I'm going to show you. You see this icon right here again? Well, I showed it to you last time. Well, what's neat about it is when you blow it up in the, with a better image, you'll end up with this image right here, okay? And out of this image, if you really stare, which is off to the side, there's a cowboy guy. Here's cowboy hat, eye, nose. I'm going to zoom in, zoom out for you. Okay, but what's neat about that guy is he's in mine. Okay. I'm going to point to him. He's very difficult to see. Cowboy hat, and here's his face. You see him? Now here is a dog. Now watch this dog. When I take my other image, this is mine, and it's in the woman's head, and I'm going to re-invert it for you, and you're going to see what it really looks like. There he is. This is what he really looks like when you get a good shot. It's a cowboy face. Whoops, too far down. Let me zip this. My apology. Hope I didn't mess this YouTube up. Okay, bear with me. Cowboy face, and here's a dog. You see the big mouth open and the mouth open. It's kind of like a dog alligator, and funny feet. Now I'm going to zoom in. See, he's kind of like a happy dog type deal, and his arm's up in the air. You see his arm up in the air right here? And here's his face and mouth, and he's right here, a green dog. Here's long legs of the cowboy, his arm coming up right here. Here's his hat. Okay, now let me see if I can get it back into position. It was in position, so I screwed all that up. Sorry. Okay, and then we got the guy again who is right here. Okay, right here. So try to watch when I overlay the two, and you see that how it fits. Now, the mouth of the dog and everything is going to fit perfect, and the arm is going to fit perfect. Yep, right there. Okay, so if you can see, whoa, I slipped. If you can see, here's the arm bleeding through. I'll pull it down. Here's the little line of the arm. Here's the little line of the arm. Okay, the same little arm right here. Watch. Okay, comes on down. It's long, slinky body. Let me scoot it up. He moves his works. Tricky guy. There you go. Long, slinky arm. Here's the face. Now watch. Here's the face. Here's the face. You put it up. There's the open mouth right there. Now I'm going to hold it right in the open mouth. You can see the open mouth right next to the face with the eye in the eye. Now we're talking some pretty difficult stuff. Now watch this. Now you know how you know you're in the right position without a doubt. Watch this. Okay, you see this circle? Whoops. You see this circle? And there's the man right here and his long body. This is in Salvator Mundi. Now when you take mine and you overlay them, again, the man over, you can see, look at the dark circle in mine. See my cowboy? Fits the cowboy. Okay? The dog fits the dog, and he fits the circle of the wise man aiming down. That means Jesus, this is Jesus, okay? And he's got his cloak. And these are his disciples. I counted them all. He's on this table. He has them where they look up and down. It's kind of like, the way he kind of does it, he does it to where it's a shot up and he's a shot down and sideways and everything else, depending upon how you look at the photo. And that's Leo. He'll make this work. Now see, you see how this circle goes here? But there's also another circle and another circle. So he makes this circle move. And you can see the shadows inside. You can see these shadows, how they line up. Because if you see this arm, you can see this goes here for the same arm and here. Now watch. Same arm, same arm, same arm. So he's going to make this dancing cowboy move across the room 100% in the arm lineup. Look at, perfect. Perfect. Absolutely. That arm in my man is the exact perfect curve of these parts of the pleats of the of the Mundi. Absolutely 100%. I didn't paint those in. They're fitting. They're fitting 100%. How? Because Leo is a genius that you would absolutely think that nobody can do what he is doing, that you would consider to be crazy. And you can see this, look at, you can see this cut line here, and it veers of Jesus, and here's the white disciple. When you get this circle back up here and you line it up, you can see the outline of the frost bleeding through. And if you see the head and how it cuts, here it is in the shadow. Now, you got to understand, Salvator Mundi is a very bad image. Okay, and it's also been repainted. So it would be very difficult to try to get some of these images. But this is Leonardo da Vinci's works. And I wish the Prince gives me a call. I sent him a book like over a year ago telling him I had this. I thought art lovers are art lovers. Anyway, along with that, if you take this particular one right here and you go into invert, watch this. You invert, see how the man shines up? So then what you do is you grab this again and you go on up for the circle. Okay, and you know where he's going to lie, and it gives you, he's going to give you certain spots for you to see, which is very difficult. But when, I mean, that's how you have to play this with Leo. Constant. Okay, with Leo. Now, if you see this line here that runs like this with the loop, like of the cowboy looping, okay? If you take this one and you change it back, you'll see that there's some kind of loop that looks extremely into the same area. Look at that fit. Perfect. Okay, so it sits here, the circle, and shifts over. That's Leo. Now, so you take a look at this loop and you follow the, look at that. That loop circle fits perfect right here. Exactly where the darkness is. But if you follow that loop, you can see that there's another loop and you can see the other loops. But there's sometimes he gives you a more reference point of the main area where it starts. So we line up again the main circle over the circle, and he lets you know how the boy or the cowboy is going to move across the room like that. I'm trying to get it to do its movement. I think it's a little bit too long or something, so let's try that. Help you out a little there. So he gives you this movement to let you know where the shadows, there's one right there, boom, you can tell where they line up. Leo is very tricky. See my man? My man's right there. Now when you slide him across, he's lining up into the pleats. He's absolutely lining up into these pleats. And he will make it work down here. He'll make it flip upside down. How? I don't know. He's great with numbers. That's all there is to it. Okay? This is another image, but it's real poor. And so, and then this particular one is another image in which, again, it is in the area. You can see the shadows of where they display. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and that's the color. See how they shift. You have to fight to get what you want. And I could try to see how well that lies over. I didn't do that with this one, but let's do it before we say goodbye. And with that in mind, do you think you can subscribe? I wonder if it works better in reverse. Let's see. Ah, it does. Thank you. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. See that big star? It gives him his eyes. Wow. Wow. Look at this V. See this V? Fits perfect into the stars. My God. He is tricky, this guy. Okay? And look, he's got these lines. See these lines? See the stars, how they run the same way? Look, they're running the same way. Oh, look at this. You see this line that runs across? It's square. It's rectangle. Line, rectangle. This guy is just absolutely flooring me. So with that, I want you to subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, social distance, wash your hands, say your prayers, tell a teacher, take your broken finger, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to call your mother and your father and tell them that you love them. And don't forget also that I am your new friend. And to be a new friend, you could help me out by, guess what? Subscribing. And don't forget, that is the x-ray in which I pulled out of the me Dion, which means best boyfriend in the whole wide world. There was 3 lovers, Melzy, Leo, and Salih. And I'm sure there was probably some other things, but right at this time, that's where we're going to do it, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it for right now. And then there's going to be thousands of YouTubes, and we're at about 900 YouTubes now. And with that, I want to say God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Bye.